Bunker shots, absolutely one of my favorite things to teach. Number one, I think there's a lot of misconceptions about what should or shouldn't happen in a greenside bunker shot. And number two, because it's a shot that a lot of folks have some anxiety or intimidation with, if we can have some success, it's really gratifying to see people hit better shots. So what I would start by saying is that it's a theme that I promote in all short game shots, is that we want to utilize the soul of the club. As I like to jokingly say, let's have some more soul in our short game. So we want the soul of the club to interact with the grass on chip and pitch shots, and absolutely interact with the sand on a bunker shot, especially a greenside bunker shot. So all of this material is here to help us. So actually the sand is our friend. We want to let the club interact with the sand. So a couple common misconceptions for a greenside bunker shot would be that we need to set our stance open to the left like that, take the club up and out, and cut across. And that's just really not true. To me, a bunker shot is very much like a pitch shot. Let's just keep things neutral and normal, but let's have patterns that are going to promote the soul of the club to hit down, but then thump and slide through the sand. So the soul is the key here. So I'm going to go with a reasonably parallel setup to the target line. My weight distribution is not going to be heavy on my front foot. In fact, my weight distribution is going to be reasonably level. As the sand gets softer and thicker, we want our weight to be very even. If the sand and the ground starts to get firmer, then we'll get more pressure and slight more leaning towards the front side. But as a standard shot, I'm going to have my stance reasonably parallel, maybe a little open to the left. I'm going to have a pretty even weight distribution, and I'm going to have the ball around middle, maybe just forward of middle. It doesn't have to be up near your front foot. Okay, I will open the face slightly depending on what club I'm using and how far I need to go. We don't have to open the club face a lot. So I'm going to go reasonably parallel, ball middle-ish to forward of middle, face a little open here. And I'm just going to make a normal swing and let the sole hit the sand. And by the way, you don't have to be fixated with the club hitting the sand 2 inches behind the ball. Some players need to think that they're hitting it really close to the ball if they have a pattern of hitting too far behind, or if the next golfer might hit too close to the ball, so they do need to think about hitting 2 or 3 inches before. What you can do is draw a line in the sand, get set up, and just make some practice swings, trying to see, is there a consistency to where your club bottoms out? If your club bottoms out too much in front of that line, okay, then you need to make an adjustment to think about hitting a little bit behind it. If you're someone where you do those swings and the club hits several inches behind the ball, then you need to think about the club bottoming out more at that line or at the golf ball. So let me demonstrate. So I go very neutral with my body, neutral with my weight distribution, ball just forward of middle a little bit, and just make a normal golf swing and just let the sole thump the sand, and that's going to give us a good result. And the reality is, for most golfers, even us club professionals, if we can just get it on the green and be within 20 feet, that would be a good shot. Okay? The statistics on the PGA Tour, like the best players in the world, will only get this up and down about 55% of the time. So keep a few of these checkpoints in mind. I know this is going to really help.